The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Rodgers now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Jones. Throwing on first down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal.
This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man right side, Myers. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. At the 6-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete.
Let's go, baby.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Giants.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Jones now throwing on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's going to be caught by Alley Cox. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Escaping the pressure right. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And some room to run now. Shifts past him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Taylor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He sets to fire deep. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
On play action, now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
They run with Taylor. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, This is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his prime.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And that will make this a 16-point lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Sheds off the tackle, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Off the play fake. Jones.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll buy some time, and that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley Cox there to make the grab.
And the Colts are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good,
and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Jackson now to return.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. shotgun now for Rodgers. Hard throw, incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. Jackson now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Giants on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kwity Paye. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones under pressure, and they got to him again.
Bobby Okereke, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They run once more with Taylor.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp.